number 187 with the Bears and the Packers. No return for Hunt. Opening drive starts from the 20. Rodgers, couple of looks covered, takes off to begin the night and runs for about 9 yards in the middle.
Personal foul, grabbing the face mask, number 92, defense.
In the last couple of weeks, Mike.
They start with that no huddle, controlling the tempo and the toss. Second and 8, Rodgers in the seam, Jordy Nelson on the move and in Bears territory at the 20. Key for this Packers offense. Nelson's rolling. James Jones back from his knee injuries, blocking on the edge as Lacy puts the shoulder down. 319. Keeping the 3 receivers out there and letting Lacy run inside, try to get to the 10-yard line, and Corey second and 8. And Rodgers, pressured by Peppers, steps up, throws incomplete. And Rodgers on the move, chased down by Shea McClellan, who gets his first. As he goes off Mason Crosby to attempt a 30-yard field goal for the Packers, and it's good. So non-passing shoulder as Shea McClellan brought all the weight down on him. Meantime, Mason Crosby kicks off, and Devin Hester, 19, returns for touchdown in his career, fakes the reverse, and Hester is shot the offense effectively tonight. The 29, his first throw is the 41. Rolled by McCown is not. On second and 10, the 34-year-old back to pass. And it's complete again to Brandon Marshall, accelerating into Packer territory. Play action, McCown to put it up again. Eluding the rush and just getting rid of it over the head last series for the Packers. Off the Bears timeout to the hands of Alshon Jeffrey. This talented second-year receiver had his left shoulder injury. His return questionable. First and 10. 6 straight passes for the Bears. Josh McCown with an end zone shot. Marshall can't bring it in.
That one just slightly underthrown, but an aggressive first 15 by this Bear coaching staff.
Continues. First run, it is Matt Forte on the edge inside the 25. Marshall back out there, 3rd and 6. A.J. Hawk bringing pressure. A lot of Packers coming. McCown able to get it away to Marshall. Did he catch it inbounds? Called a touchdown.
The monster of the Midway. Brett.
Touchdown.
You have to credit Josh McCown for getting the ball up under intense pressure, and Brandon Marshall goes over the wrong shoulder to find this football and make an acrobatic catch and track the sideline. Great work.
Goal kicking to Micah Hyde. And Hyde with no return. From the 20, Eddie Lacy on the run to the left. He only gains a yard. Last took a snap in 2011 in an NFL game, out of the league last year. Lacy runs it, heavy guys in to block, and now they've changed it. Brought out Jordy Nelson and 2 receivers. Second and 9, it's another run. Lacy looking up the middle, and the Bears are waiting for him, but he bounced off 3 would-be tackles and takes Peanut Tillman near midfield.
An inside zone give to Lacy, and he just moves the pile. He runs right over Stephen Paya, missed tackle by Major Wright, and he finishes. He gives the Green Bay Packers a physical presence, much like Marshawn Lynch gives the Seattle Seahawks.
Half his yards after he's been contacted. Peppers rushing off the edge. The first Wallace pass is caught by. After the gain of 8, a run to the right with Lacy, met by Bostic. Bounces off of him and finally pulled down. There's a lot of hard running. First and 10 for Seneca Wallace. In for the injured Aaron Rodgers as he hands again to Lacy. He's out. James Starks is the running back, and the slant is deflected and intercepted by Peppers. Julius Peppers hanging on for dear life was T.J. Watt. Takeover in Packer territory at the 45. And a run for 2 yards. Gives Josh McCown great field position. Back to throw again. He slings it complete. Martellus bent. Nope. Through his hands and incomplete. The tight end. Play clock running down. Russian 4. McCown's got nowhere to go, and he slides. He's Podlish. Look out, it's blocked.
The right side, nobody accounted for him, and Lattimore has become the starting inside linebacker and a critical part of their special teams. Great work, and there's a hole, a flaw in this Bears punt protection.
That is the first time. So Wallace takes over at the 32, and a big hole for Starks. James Starks, touchdown, Green Bay.
And James Starks gashes the Chicago Bears. And number 47, Conti's got to step up and make this tackle. That's what safeties are paid to do.
Mason Crosby kicking to Devin Hester. They like his ability to place kicks and limit the return game with Hester. He got popped hard there. Good coverage, Lambo. Josh McCown gives them at Forte. Empty backfield, 2nd and 12. McCown on the slant, caught by Alshon Jeffrey.
Have success.
3rd and 2. McCown throws for it, and Jeffrey again. They feel really good. 1.5 left in the quarter, and Forte runs. 2nd and 7. It is caught by the tight end Bennett. And 3rd and 6. Pressure comes and it's picked up. McCown's pass is incomplete. Looking for those numbers for Hyde. See if Podlish can get some space to get the punt off this time. And towards the sideline where Hyde fields it, steps out of. Eddie Lacy in at the back. Wallace being chased by McClellan and Peppers, and just runs out of bounds. Peppers sacked John, loss of 3 yards. Lacy coming to the right. And holding on is Kassim. It is 3rd and 11 for Wallace. Throwing in the middle, complete to Andrew Quarles, but brought a punt back, 81 against Washington. Trying to make some NFL history and take another one back. Mastey's punt, only 41 yards, is fair. Only 1 first down their last 2 drives, and Forte tries to run. McCown. Underneath, crossing, checking down. Forte. Good run after the catch. Matt Forte.
Left tackle, the ex-New Orleans Saint. It allows McCown to survey the field, get to his alternate receiver, and that's bad tackling by the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, think about a year ago here at Lambeau. Jay Cutler getting after his offensive line. Right back to Forte. Raji right there. Bush is in a very quiet season as the back. McCown throwing, complete. Bennett, tight end inside the 10, inside the 5, reaching out and just shy of the goal line.
See if he scored.
All the big people in. 1st and goal. It is Bush running right. John Jeffrey bottom of the screen. 3 options right. They're going to run it inside with Forte, who steps through the end zone. Your backup gets very little work, and it's part of the story here for Green Bay. Likely for the rest of the night, Micah Hyde on the return for the Packers across the 20, carrying about 5 Bears across the 25 and 2. And now Seneca Wallace will have to close the game. The guy who wasn't even in camp with the Packers. Career at Oregon. You have Jordy Nelson from his earlier days. Starks. James Starks. How many snaps can they keep him on the field? 3rd and 10 for Seneca Wallace to Jordy Nelson. Hemmed in there and not going to get the... Extra blockers down there trying to get Hester some room to return, but he says get away from this one. Takes a good bounce from Mastey, and they'll pick in the 1st quarter, out for the rest of the game. Josh McCown hands to Forte, runs to the right, loss of a yard. Morganberg off with a limp, mostly under his own power. 2nd and 11 for McCown. Shotgun run with space for Forte. A.J. Hawking Bay.
Injuries are ridiculous.
3rd and 4. Here's the pressure on McCown, who throws. It's incomplete. Hyde took one back last week. Hyde late, fair. Interesting twist here in the NFC North at the halfway point. Seneca Wallace throws to Quarles. On second down, here's Wallace. Longest throw he's made is caught by Jared Boyd. 2003 draft pick in the 4th round. Toss left Lacy, and they're waiting on that.
Gotta trust him. That's why he's here.
Second and 11. His throw is short for James. Third and 11. He's chased and throws sideline. It is juggled and ruled a catch. So now conversation. It's 4th down. Quarles secures it finally before the knee comes down. Right there, second hand on before the knee comes down with 2 feet in. Challenge and punts it away by Maste. And down inside the 3. At Favre back in 95. From his own 1, McCown's hit as he throws, and that was almost. On second and 10, McCown going to step up, throw it sideline for Marshall, who's got it to the 20. The NFL of 2013. To the 17, Forte with space. Slim. Bill Callahan following you. At the 25, Forte with a nice room and space as Matt Forte gains 17.
All play. Just an inside handoff to Forte. You see Jamari Lattimore, number 57, get
Forte a breather. He'll run the inside play. 2 timeouts Chicago, 3 Green Bay at the 2-minute mark. And Josh McCown getting it to Michael Bush. A.J. Hawk with a tackle, and it's second time. Hawk
as for us.
This drive started at their own 1. And McCown with a shot complete. It is Marshall with the. Now the first down. It's a sideline throw. Martellus Bennett in the open field. Lattimore. Pressure coming off the edge. Forte tries to run, but Lattimore.
He's 2 big receivers.
Third and 10. 20 seconds left. McCown. Scrambling. Looking now, taking up. He's got the first down and more. McCown to the 10. Hawk hit him from behind. 12 seconds. They should take the timeout. Let's see. Yep. Trying to get the timeout. Finally gets it with 7 seconds remaining. So they'll have a chance if they choose for 1 play from the 6-yard line. Quite a scramble by McCown of 20 yards. Drive started at the 1. Can the Bears get 6? McCown looking, throwing, end zone for Jeffrey. It's overthrown, over field goal attempt. Really drive it down the field from their own 1, get 3. And the Bears take the lead to the locker room, and they'll get the ball. Evan Hester awaits the kickoff. It's Mason Crosby to knock it away, and Hester takes him 2 yards deep. Looking for that seam on the left. He's tackled at the 20. A couple of 3 and outs on back-to-back drives in that second quarter. So McCown starts from the 21. It's a 3-yard high school coach. Thought his NFL days might have been done. Just get rid of that and throw it.
You say a lot about the job Mark Trestman's done.
Third and 7. Green Bay rushes 5. And the throw is dropped by Forte. Dector getting everybody straightened out. Podlish had 1 blocked earlier. Hyde on the run at the 31. With the sideline for 9. Same.
Got to throw it on early downs against these 8-man fronts.
Lacy able to crease it and take it into the secondary. On the run, Eddie Lacy. Chased by Jennings. Inside the 5. First and goal at the 1. What a run by Eddie Lacy.
Chicago has a terrible run entry. Major Wright, the strong safety, terribly out of position. And Eddie Lacy is off to the races. But that's bad defense by the Chicago Bears when you're in an 8-man front, the strong safety's unblocked.
Now will he take it in from the 1? Lacy into the end zone. Green Bay Packer touchdown. And some moves on the O-line have made it a lot better. Crosby onside, kick attempt. It's free. Rolling on the ground. In the scramble, Packers think they have it. They do. Back to the run. Toss Lacy. Looking like old school Packers to the left. And how about the patience? Gain of a dozen on the run again. Lacy to the right. And this time, Major starts the back. And Wallace throws it complete. Looking for that first third down conversion of this game. It is Starks, and he's able to get it. Four-time Pro Bowler, still a couple of weeks away, the former Cowboy. In the meantime, they continue to run. 2nd and 6 for Wallace. Oh, through the hands and caught by Jones, and fumbled by Jones, but he got it back.
Ball is tipped. Should have been an interception by James Anderson. Great concentration by Jones, but he has to secure that football against the Bears. Conti does a great job poking it out.
First reception for Jones. It is Starks to the right. Wallace throws the slant to Nelson. Incomplete, broken up.
Nelson gets a good no call.
Conti is covering. Wallace goes that way, and it's incomplete. From 23 yards, gives the Packers the lead. And won that game. 20-17. A lot of hang time. Hester hesitant, takes it out late, and just crawls. Chicago scored 10 straight. Green Bay has answered with 10 in a row. And Josh McCown, first down, loading up. Shot downfield towards Marshall. Sam Shield.
Well coached.
Rattay runs inside. Raji started more games for the Bears than he did at Oregon in college. Pressure on from the edge. It's picked up, and the McCown throw is complete. And a rookie receiver out of Washington State, Marquise Wilson, late entry to the game as McCown throws incomplete. 2nd and 10, Forte comes to the left. Marshall threw a block to give him space. Neal trying to get a quick start. Kept out of there by the rookie tackle Mills, and McCown throws on the run incomplete. Adam Podlish gets it to Micah Hyde. Went for the sideline to keep it away. It'll end up being a much better kick. Practice squad. But it's Wallace's to win or lose tonight. Behind Jordy Nelson. 2nd and 10. And Lacy patiently running.
Michael Wallace are here for that reason.
It is 3rd and 6. Pressure picked up the middle, but Wallace has to get rid of it for touchdown record. That he shares with the man he idolized, Deion Sanders. Swan in the air for a while. From the 30, Hester. With space down the sideline, Hester tries to cut it up the middle. A nice return across mid. Packers winning Super Bowl after the 2010 season. Try a little reverse here. In the hands of Alshon Jeffrey. Unable to pick up the... Josh sitting on 2nd and 9 here. Long picked up that pressure to give McCown time to throw to Marshall complete. Roberto Garza snapped it back. McCown to Forte with space. That Forte, first down and out of bounds. Forte running up the middle. Maybe inside
Of an upset.
Forte cuts it back. Matt Forte inside the 10. First, Dante Rosario, the other tight end, in as the throw to the end zone to Marshall is incomplete. He had the top, and Jeffrey's down at the bottom of the screen.
One-on-one.
McCown goes that way for Alshon Jeffrey. Did he hang on? Steps down. He's in.
McCown saw the one-on-one coverage, throw it up high, and let Jeffrey go do what he does best.
Has made Cutler when he's been healthy, and McCown tonight less reliant on targeting Marshall constantly. It's made it a better offense. Micah Hyde stopped cold at the 13.
He's surprised if Bennett doesn't get one before the night's out.
The tight end, Martellus Bennett, adds to that size. Lacy with a shake on the run. Eddie Litt. Wallace throwing. Nelson on the run with a catch. Jordy Nelson. Wallace out on the edge, being pursued by David Bass, and completes it. 10, Lacy with 139 yards rushing tonight. Just one third down conversion for the Packers tonight. Wallace deflected in the air and incomplete. Mastay, he aims right with his body and then kicks left to try to keep Hester away from getting a drive. Starts from the 10. McCown looking to throw the screen to Forte, but Jeffrey came in motion and blocked. Forte tries to get to the edge. Marshall threw a nice block. So these receivers who are blocking likely won't.
Green Bay needs some pass rush.
2nd and 9, they bring pressure with Shields, who hits McCown as he throws. Bennett couldn't hang on. He was being hung on to. Both.
A creative blitz again.
McCown almost intercepted. Now 9 coming in, one more off the edge. Good push at Podlish. They almost got there. 40-yard kick and a very late fair catch. California taking one home tonight. Lacy on the run for the Packers. He's got 6 there.
Of those.
Christmas shopping is done. Lacy left. Good play by Pete.
Personal foul, face mask, number 33, defense.
Fewest penalties ever in a Bears-Packers game. 1st and 10 for Wallace. Corliss caught it, major right. Safety split. That rotation again as Lacy looks left. Valley. Wallace chased by McClellan, hit by Peppers, and down.
Haven't seen him do it.
Right through the middle, nearly a chance to block the punt. A fair catch signaled by Hester back. They're back up. Josh McCown has led them well here tonight. Forte around the edge for a 1st down run. No game there. As you have to make a long-term decision just yet. McCown, a rolling throw to the sideline of Marshall. Out of bounds. Down coming up here, 3rd and 9. McCown. It's complete. It's got to be a catch and run. And Martellus Bennett gets very close to it. And it is that short. They will run it. Forte got the 1st down. He had to do some hard running the 7-minute mark. Flag down is Forte.
Illegal motion, number 17, offense.
Now 1st and 15. And Josh McCown throwing sideline from Marshall. Couldn't hang on as on Capers secondary. 2nd and 15. It's time for McCown. They just don't have the rush right now. Forte will make it 3rd. Next to McCown on 3rd and 6. And McCown throws complete to Marshall at 4+ minutes off the clock so far in this drive. And kept him clean, limiting the sacks. Pressure shown off the edge by Casey Hayward, but it's a run shown us why here tonight. Forte on the toss, on the edge. Forte inside the 30. And Matt Forte take order. And you see the Bears are going to force the Packers now to start using their timeouts on defense here as Forte runs to the 21 to come up with a stop. 2nd and 7. Bush is the back now. He gains a couple. They run Forte to the left. He's got a couple of blockers. Bush run through a big block. And Forte gets to the 11-yard line. This year, John, they're milking every second of the clock as Forte runs to the right. Inside the 10 to the 5, and he's down at the 4. And then flag down.
Holding, number 83, offense.
Down repeats at 1st down, but with a stop clock at 1:08. It's the run inside. Nearly 9-minute drive continues. It is Bush running right to the 50, even on the ground. Yes, they will. It's Bush up the middle, inside the 10 to the 9-yard. Lattimore jumped through the middle of that pile, but Gold taking up nearly 9 minutes as Gold will line drive it here. Trying to force one of the up players to take it, and it's being returned by Banjo, the safety, and he's 25 begins with Jordy Nelson up the sideline. Nelson out of bounds. Wallace is flushed. He is chased, and he's brought down by 16 seconds remaining after a sack. Didn't stop. They had no timeouts. They lost 17 on that play. Wallace, look out. Peppers from behind. brings him down, rather McClellan, and that should do it. Shea McClellan, who sacked Aaron Rodgers at the start of the night, and injured Rodgers, ends the night. And for the first time since 2007, the Bears come to Lambeau and beat the Packers. And they do it with their backup quarterback. Quite a night for Josh McCown, as the two injured star quarterbacks of these teams share a word. 27-20. And Chicago, Green Bay, and Detroit are tied for first at 5-3 at the halfway point of the NFC North. With John Gruden, Lisa Salters, Mike Tirico, Sports Center coming up. Full coverage of this game and this very newsy day in the NFL.
ESPN thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.